Hello everyone, this is Dansparce, and welcome back to some Let's Play The Sims 3 Golden Girls House, or Building the Golden Girls House, whatever I called this, I don't remember. In the last video, we went ahead and did some placement in Rose's bedroom and her bathroom, which is really the shared bathroom for all three of these girls. I might change that. I might put a bathroom also behind Dorothy over here. Maybe. Not quite sure. Trying to stick to mainly the floor plan before I make any big changes like that. Anyway, I was thinking today we could go ahead and do Blanche's bedroom. And Blanche's bedroom is going to be, I predict, a little bit difficult because she has some special things in her bedroom, which mainly her bed matches the wallpaper directly behind. So that might be a bit of a challenge to find the right thing. But we're not coloring right now. We're just focusing on item placement and getting the general sort of feel of the room before we actually go ahead and start coloring it those wonderful mid-80s blues and beiges and reds, all that good, well, they're not quite red, more of a pinkish sort of tone that if you've ever watched the series or if you grew up in the mid to late 80s, even through to the early 90s, you'll know the sort of style that I am talking about. So alright, let's just get started. So I already put in a bed and a desk sort of thing here just to see if there would be enough room, and there is, you know, a small pathway here between the two, which, you know, it will work just fine. I've also gone ahead and fiddled with her bathroom. I don't think you ever see her bathroom in the show, so I'm just going based on the floor plan that is given, and as usual, the floor plan that I'm using is a fan-made floor plan, and you can find it in the link in the description below. Okay, so let's just go ahead and, well, let's just do the end tables for her bed. And this is not the correct bed either. She has a very different bed than this one, but I will change it later. Blanche has end tables that are very much like these. So let's go ahead and put those down. Correct. And she has matching lamps on either one. There's sort of like a sort of, do we even have that sort of lamp? It does not appear that we do. Let me check just by the function lamp. Table lamps. Okay. That's a not quite, doesn't quite match the style of the lamp. She has sort of one of those old-fashioned sort of, where it's a cone, similar to like that lampshade. The lampshade's a cone, but the base is like a bowl, like a circle, really round, almost sort of like this one, but they don't seem to have one that is quite the same. Maybe in one of the expansions that I don't have, they have it, but as I've mentioned before, you know, you can only afford so many of these expansions, so I just have to make do with what I have. Let's give her, these ones seem to be the most like her, I guess, and can you not put them just in the middle? There we go, and come on, in the middle. There we go. Alright. And let's see, what else does she have? She has, well, she has windows in the corner here, and they're big, tall windows. So let's see if we can find a good sort of tall window to put there. This one could work. That one works quite nicely, actually. So she has these two really big windows like that. I'm actually give her, is there like a wider version? Ah, there is a, oh, but it's not floor length. There's no, oh! It's not quite what I was hoping for. So I'll leave her with just that corner sort of there for now. And then what else does she have? She has a... Let's see if I can find a good reference for it. She has like a chair and an end table that are right over here. The end table, I don't think there's any good view of this end table, at least that I can see on any of these pictures. It's an ugly 80s sort of end table though. It's like a it's just like a block, but I don't think I have it. Maybe if I got the Paradise expansion, the island one, they might have it, since there's sort of a Miami 80s vibe to a lot of that stuff. But again, have to make do. Maybe there'll be a sale when Sims 4 comes out and I can get all these other expansions, but in the meantime, you know, maybe just this. No. This one, maybe? No, definitely not that one. Ooh. You know, we'll recolor it later. Here, this one, and then we'll just recolor it. And then she has a chair. You know, just an armchair. Something like, oh, it's very similar to this. So we'll just put that there, and again, we'll recolor it later. And I'll probably put a plant right there next to the window after I'm done. And then she has her little desk area, and then she has a lounge. Well, it's not really a lounge chair. She has a chair and then like an ottoman, but I don't think they have ottomans, do they? Do they have an ottoman? I don't think they do, right? Yeah, they don't. So I'll put in a lounge chair for her. Or do they have just a recliner? Do they not have like a... Oops, did not mean to do that. Thank you, go away. Do they not have a recliner? I guess not. They just have these. Not exactly what I was hoping for. So, you know what? We'll just go ahead and we'll give her this corner chair. Right? And what I think we'll do is we'll give her a little end table. Not an end table, a little coffee table. Just a very small one. A square one. Just sort of... let's go ahead and put in a cheat so we can get this chair more like this, and then this end table like this. Are they lined up? Yeah, they seem lined up. Alright, that's fine. What else? And there seems to be a plant, I think, somewhere. Although I'm not seeing it. Yeah, whatever. There is a lamp. A floor lamp in the corner over here. No, not that one. This one. Right there. Great. And then there's... oops. What's the best? I actually think I put... Yeah. That's more the way it should be, I think. Because she has paintings on this. Well, should I leave it blank and open like that, or should I put like a... Yeah, it seems to have like a doorway to it, and it's not just an opening. So let's go ahead, like, I mean an archway. Let's just plop down a simple archway like that for now. Well, actually, is there like a middle archway? Not a double arch. No. 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 Yeah, there's that one. Could that work? I wonder. Alright, let's move you over there for now. Could I put a painting... Now, the type of painting she has is sort of like one of these, it's like this one, but it's the other way, but we'll probably have to just fudge it by, like, putting, three small things, just one on top of each other. Well, what's a good sort of... That's too big, too big, too big. I need something small. Too big. Is there anything... Here, this one's a really small one. Ah! Yes! It would work, because it can go on like a... So, okay, so that's what we'll do. And then... So sort of one like here at the same height as the doorway. And then why is it... There we go. And then another one sort of about there. And then we have another one. Oh, nope. And then we need to put that sort of... maybe like that? Yeah, that's good. And then she appears to have a... is it a trash can in her bedroom? Is that what this is that I'm looking at on here? Weird. Where do you even get a trash can? Is it in sculptures? Can't be in sculptures. No, of course not. I don't even know. Where do you find a trash can? Is it in appliances? It can't be in appliances. It is in appliances. That is weird. She has like this pinkish sort of... to be honest, you know those like... oh, I don't think they exist very much anymore, at least not where I do, but it's like a... it's like a column, and it's meant to get rid of cigarettes. And she has like something like that in her bedroom, which is really weird. I don't think Blanche used to smoke. Like, she never smoked on the show. Alright, that is looking good. Very, very good. Alright, so... okay, what else does she have? Oh, that's weird. I'm looking at my source pictures, and Blanche's room, the style of her room changes between these two different episodes that I'm using as source images. That is weird. I guess she keeps up with the times, I guess. Alright, and then over here there has to be a door. There needs to be a door because you need to be able to get to the bathroom, which is in here. Alright, so that's a door. What else is there? And there's like a plant. At least on here, there's several plants actually. There's a plant. Let me put down these walls. There's a plant, you know, like here, and there's a plant right over here. And that's fine. It can overlap slightly. Doesn't matter. Then I'm going to put a plant also just right in here. Yeah. Just brighten up the room a bit with some plants. And especially some ferns, because she has sort of like a fern layout to her bed, which is really weird. Now in here is her closet, which is going to be kind of difficult to do using, you know, the Sims sort of way. So what I'm going to do instead is let's just... okay, so we're going to give her a, you know, a very ornate dresser, because why not? And then we'll give her some mirrors. Like I think maybe a huge mirror would be very fitting for Blanche if I can get the mirror. Does that fit or does that overlap? No, that doesn't fit there. I could fit it on this wall though. Maybe there? You know, a giant mirror, maybe on this side. Like this, maybe? Just a giant wall mirror? Yeah, why not? Give her a huge mirror so she can, you know, be vain and look at herself. And then there's a window, and I'm going to give her a big window. I'm going to give her that double window that I saw. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? This one. I'm just gonna put it right there in the middle. Ugh. The move objects cheat makes some really weird glitches, but I kind of need it to build the house. Okay. What else? Oh yeah, her bathroom. She needs some sort of counter so I can put in a sink. Bathroom counter. What would be a good one for her? I'll just put this one and I'll change it later. And she needs a sink. I think this one works fine. I'll put the sink across from the toilet and then there'll be something else there. She also has a bidet apparently in her bathroom, but there's no real way to add a bidet. I don't think they have any here. That'd be quite odd to watch anyway. And then she needs some sort of one of these. I think will work good. Just put it like that. Oh, that noise. Oh, I think, is that the wrong way? I think that might be the wrong way. Regardless, it's not wanting to switch, so I guess I'm stuck with it that way. What else? I think that's actually it for all the stuff that is known to be in her room, or at least on the thing that I'm looking at. So let's go ahead and just give her some temporary floors. She has a... Now I want a more lush carpet than that. No, are we on carpet? We are on carpet. I want like a really nice looking carpet. That's close enough. Hers is actually sort of a more darker maroon sort of color, but that's an okay placeholder. And then thankfully her wallpaper, except for one part, is very plain. Her wallpaper actually is just you know, a very simple actually. Can I just find a plain... Yeah, it's like this. It's a little darker than that, but come on. Come on. There we go. And it goes in here also. Come on. There we go. So that's her room. It's very plain. Don't really know what her bathroom will be. I'll probably figure that out later. But that's well, let's just see. Her bedroom's sort of red and stuff, so I think maybe we'll give her sort of a something really ugly like this, because it is the 80s. And then we'll give her, ooh, pink floor. Oh wait, no, we'll give her sort of matching tile like that. Oh, that's terrible. I love it. Alright, you know, I think I'm gonna pause this video here, and in the next video I think we'll do the lanai, the very famous lanai, and probably after that we can start to recolor. I mean, I'll fit some things off the recording between videos, like, you know, the bathroom here, and, you know, fiddle with some stuff. But, you know, next video lanai, and probably after that we'll just do all the recoloring. And so until next time, this has been Dansparce. Like, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions, feel free to leave those also. You may follow me on Twitter, Facebook, or Tumblr. Links are down in the description below, as is the link to the fan-made floor plan of this house. And so until next time, bye!